Hey everybody, what's going on? We're here with a timeless reading. The first card that we have out is the Ten of Wands. I'm seeing the Queen of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. This can be some stresses that you're feeling affecting you within your personal life. I'm seeing the Four of Wands be connected to it. Okay. What I'm seeing is that it looks like you're going through a stressful time right now. I don't know if it has to do with like a single thing that's happening, or it's just like that time of the year, or what this is for you. But what I'm seeing is that the stress that you're under right now, like the duress even that you're feeling, I'm seeing that it's impacting a relationship of yours, and the way that you cope with this is also going to impact the relationship. And you may have something coming up that feels shadow related, that it's like this. For those of you that haven't sort of worked out healthy coping strategies yet at this point, or like even if you have, I'm seeing shadow work come up for you. Seven of Swords is feeling like, because I feel stressed right now, I may like sabotage my relationship. And this looks like a long-standing relationship. This doesn't just look like something casual. This looks like something that you belong to in some way, or that's established, or it can be a living situation of yours, or something that it provides stability for you within your life because it's connected with a 4. And so the hope is that this would create a feeling of like safety for one. But I'm seeing like, because you are feeling stressed out, you may like take it out on your relationship in some way. But it doesn't only have to be this. Hold on. It doesn't only have to be this. For some of you, it can be feeling like you're under a lot of pressure and then not being honest with your partner about that. So it can be like hiding something, or not being transparent about the way that you're feeling, or there being something wrong and you're not communicating that. Something like this, that rather than just like addressing it and being direct, I'm seeing something else. I don't know if you've actually done anything yet, or it's just like this feeling of temptation that's coming up for you to maybe do something in a way that you wouldn't feel good about, because that's like generally the vibe of the Seven of Swords. Seven of Swords is doing something that we like don't necessarily want another person to see us doing that thing, because it's actually not aligned. The fastest way to address this is to bring it to light. I'm seeing that be the suggestion here. Okay. It looks like things have been clarified. Yeah. Whatever this was that was happening, that started coming up, I feel like you addressed it. I feel like you directly did something about it, where it sort of like took away the power of this, which is like, let's just call it the shadow space. So by you bringing light to this, or discussing it, bringing awareness to it, it took the power away of this. And then I'm seeing the Six of Wands, so I'm definitely getting that this was the right move for you. And it seems like it's going to allow you to like settle in or enjoy things now in a way that you wouldn't have otherwise. Yeah, I don't know if this stress was coming directly from your relationship or it was just something that ended up impacting it potentially. Okay. Yeah. I'm seeing that. What I'm seeing is that the best way to describe what I'm seeing going on is that something was happening and it may have felt like so much that you were looking for an escape or some type of equilibrium or like numbing this just because it was getting to be too much. And for some of you, I'm seeing a temptation that is based off of you trying to like rebalance or fix things but doing something in a very maladaptive way. Like, the vibe with the devil is that it's something that we use for essentially like temporary alleviation. However, it has like long-term negative effects or impacts on us. And so that would be this thing for you. However, this is that it shows up. And it's something that, like, you know, it's out of alignment because I'm seeing this Seven of Swords, so that would be something that one would like go out of their way to hide or to conceal in some way because they already know that they shouldn't be doing that. And when I say shouldn't, I mean like personally for a person looking at this, being like, this is out of alignment and like I know better than doing that, or this is not healthy for me. Yeah. So instead, I'm seeing Temperance here, which is like finding a way to assuage this, the intensity. Because you may have like really wanted something or wanted to do something. But I'm seeing it be like Nine of Cups and the Devil. And so this is something that you want that becomes like a fixation, or that you like give your power away to this thing. And then Temperance coming out after the Devil is just tempering that like impulse that we're feeling to move in that direction. Because it looks like there's some sort of like clarifying conversation or information that you get about this anyway, and I'm getting your guides say like not to act immediately on this, which you would already know anyway. Meaning you could have had the feeling to go do something or the impulse to go do something, but then a part of you is like, yeah, but I can't like tell them about that, or I'd have to be sneaky about it, or something like that, where it already feels like a type of scheming that would be happening. Yeah, so I'm seeing them be saying to like sort of hold off on this. Maybe even plan in a different direction to figure out what you want to do. Okay. Some of you, there's another person involved in this. You have history with them. Yeah, I'm getting something here about a conversation. Some of you could have felt like it was the other person, that something was going on that they weren't telling you about, but then I'm seeing whatever it was that was going on, whether you were the one that maybe did something and didn't tell someone. It seems like a partner. You didn't tell your partner immediately, or they were doing something. Regardless, I'm seeing it almost immediately be brought to light, like almost immediately there being a conversation about it. whether something did or didn't happen. It even seems like the thought of something, or like an impulse to do something like this. I'm seeing it immediately, there be a conversation about it, and I'm seeing that go well. So it almost seems like things are resolved and smoothed over. But then I'm also seeing like somebody over here working through something that feels like, I don't know, like a very intense feeling to move in a particular direction, but I'm seeing it be more of a temptation than anything. And one, even knowing that this isn't going to like resolve something long term, but it may really like scratch an itch in a moment. Because Nine of Cups and the Devil is like wanting something so badly that you would like sell your house for it. It's like something that you feel really intensely, where you're like, I'd kill for that thing, like this thing that you want so much. But because the devil's attached to it, it's like the more you do it, the more you get in that cycle, and then you feel like you're stuck in there, and then you have to extricate yourself from that. And I'm seeing Temperance here too. So I don't feel like this is the first time that this is just coming about and you're feeling an impulse to move in this direction, or like this feeling or this temptation. I feel like this is something that you've definitely dealt with before, that now for some reason, it's not only for some reason like randomly, it's because you're under stress. And you know, when you're stressed out, like that's when you reach out to the things that are going to make you feel better in a moment. But I'm getting that you know that there are also like very negative effects of this long term, but that part of you that may be having a hard time like resisting that, or is just like, well, I'm living in the moment, you know, I'm seeing that be the whispers in your ear of that like shadow communicating with you. But then to have Temperance, it's about doing what you need to do, again, to assuage this and to not act on it, but figure out how to work with this. Because the devil can speak about like addictive behavior, and of course Temperance is about moderation, so that's like the best thing to sort of combat that with and transmute the energy. And I am seeing like whatever plan is being made moving forward, I'm seeing it be something that ends up working successfully. So I get like this really strong like pull or wave or something, where it almost feels like a very heavy influence that you're affected by, but then rather than acting on it, I'm seeing you sort of like stand your ground and ground in a way that you need to, in order to like not have this take you over. I'm also seeing too something going on about a conversation that you're having with another person, and there being like a challenge associated with that. Or something that feels challenging associated with that. Some of you, this is about like a relationship that you have with another person, or like reaching out to another person, or hearing from another person / connecting with another person. Yeah, it looks like I'm getting the vibe of somebody reaching out to you and asking if you want to like go somewhere with them, whether this be physically or metaphorically speaking. They're like asking if you want to start something with them, but then I'm seeing 4 of Cups. So this is something that your guides are like, don't do it. You're like, meaning I feel like you're gonna have to reject this person. Know too that this will just be confirmation. Like you would know that already. This wouldn't be news to you. You would know that that's what your guides are communicating with you to do. But yeah, I'm seeing this person come through, and it feels like there may be feelings or something with this person, or it's somebody that you talk to your feelings about. And like for some of you, you're reaching out to someone. For others of you, you're the one that's on the receiving end of this. But I am seeing like one person reach out to another person, and it's about sort of like someone's like, will you take a chance on me? It's like that sort of vibe. So someone's like asking this other person, like, are you willing to? And I'm seeing it almost feel like a very like genuine message coming from this person. And it does feel like it's somebody that you're emotionally connected with, or there's something that this person is expressing to you definitely on an emotional level. And it does feel like an invitation of some sort. But the way that I'm seeing this, it feels like it would be a risk to take this on. And that's why I'm getting them be like, are you willing to take a chance on me? But then I'm seeing them actually get rejected, and I'm seeing a Tower too. So that may have not been like in the playbook of what was expected to happen here. Like this person, it seems like they came through thinking that this other person would say yes, and I'm actually seeing the other person say no. I'm seeing like a full-blown rejection here. After this person feels like they went out on a limb and tried to connect with this other person, and I'm seeing a Tower happen. It feels like because of the rejection. Like I'm getting that the person that sent the message to the other person was not expecting the other person to say no. So it sort of feels like it foiled somebody's plan, essentially. Yeah, it feels like whatever was in the works of happening, it changed the playing field of what was going on. Interesting. I wasn't expecting us to go in this direction. All right, let me just take another look at this. Yeah, the vibe is that somebody was under pressure or stress, and I'm seeing the way that they like decided to deal with this, it seems like, was to reach out and connect with another person. But I'm getting somebody almost knowing that what they're doing, it's like when somebody sort of knows that they're making a bad decision for themselves, is what I'm seeing here. Like I'm Seven of Swords connected with the Knight of Cups feels like someone being like, I'm gonna message them, but I know that I shouldn't do that. Or like, I'm gonna tell them this, but I know that I shouldn't. And I'm seeing the Devil here too, which not only seems like that's not the greatest decision to make, but it's also something that would be potentially like unhealthy long term. Like it's something that somebody would see this situation as being connected with like a vice of theirs, or like a coping strategy that they use that they know isn't one that really benefits them. And I'm seeing it also be like somewhat risky as well. But then I'm seeing the other person come through and sort of like let them know what's up. And it seems too like the person on the receiving end may call this person out as well and be like, don't you have this other thing going on? Or like, because I'm seeing there be whatever this is happening, that somebody's doing something where it feels like they're deliberately like not being transparent or doing something that's like not okay, or someone feels like that. I'm seeing, or it's like sneaky in some way, or just like something going on like that feels very shady. I'm seeing another person like say something about that. So I'm seeing it be addressed. So again, it like takes away the power of the saboteur energy, whoever's this is. Or like even a secret or something like that like could have been a secret, but I'm seeing somebody call it out. So I'm not seeing that really fly here. And I'm also seeing, it looks like the same person that calls this out, like rather than letting this continue, I'm seeing somebody says something about it, like brings light to this, sheds light on it, and says something about it, like directly addressing. I'm also seeing this person too. It looks like by the end of the conversation, this person is like denying something or saying no, or like rejecting this other person. This is what I'm seeing here. And I'm actually seeing it, the person that rejected this other person, I'm seeing it be a win on their end. Like that's how it's coming through. So I don't know if you're the one that's on the receiving end of this and you needed to like stand up to somebody or say like, hey, I'm not going to do that, or I'm not okay with that, or like, no, I'm not going to lie, or whatever it is that this person's trying to get you to do. I'm seeing your guides be like, definitely feeling like this was personally a success for you by doing what you felt like was the right thing within this situation and really listening, trusting your gut here. Because it may have taken a second to sort of recognize what it was saying to you, but I'm like, and even though this may be tempting too, because I feel like there can potentially be like a fondness that you have with this person, but I'm getting them trying to like rope you into something that like you're gonna be better off without it. And I'm seeing you know that as well. So it seems like whatever tentatively was going on with you and this person, I'm seeing it sort of collapse. So I don't know like what happened exactly before this, but it feels like everything comes to a head here because there's a tower connected with it. And it looks like you just like get back to your regularly scheduled program here after all of this. This does feel like a big event that's happening here. Okay, I'm looking at Capricorn, Sagittarius, Cancer, Mars, and Uranus. All right, my friends, we're going to leave the reading here. I'd like to thank everybody for connecting. I'm wishing everybody love and light and healing, and I will catch you guys next time.